All right, this is a Refine Gaming here with.
Tony McCarthy.
All right, Tony, and what is it that you did today?
Won the Azurite Sea Championships.
Nice, congratulations.
Thanks.
What deck were you playing today?
Amber Steel, I guess you call it aggro.
Okay. Let's see what you got for the deck.
All right, starting out with 4 Captain Hooks.
Okay.
I think they're really good in the meta right now. Everyone playing Calhouns are a good counter. They got the Smee is a captain, right? So he's got the good synergy there.
Okay.
Next, looks like Josh didn't do this all the way. I do play 4 daisies.
You do play 4 daisies. No worries.
But anyway, there's supposed to be 4 daisies here, but that's just kind of standard, I think, in most of the Amber Steel. So really no explanation for her. She's just a good card.
Kind of bottom deck the B preps and
Exactly.
against the mirror match.
And 2 drops, we got 4 Smees,
Mm-hmm.
and he's kind of self-explanatory too, I guess, right? So,
Yep. Pairs with the captain.
Yep. And then 4 Piglets. Also
Okay.
synergy with Smee, he's a captain, so usually my Smee's not taking damage, so that's the idea behind that.
It's pretty
and
good.
he quests for 3, right? So when you have 2 other characters on board. Next, I got 2 Docs.
Okay.
We'll get to the Perditas later, but real good synergy with there, and as you know, run out of deck, the bottom of the deck, no cards in hand, or you can throw your hand in and draw 2 cards, just more card draw for the deck, because it kind of needs it.
Gotcha. And you said you were playing 2 because you were seeing it already enough at 2?
Yeah, with 13 Unikables in the deck, it kind of gets clunky, so I kind of want a route right there, you know what I mean, just to make it, more consistent.
Gotcha.
Next, we got 4 Docs.
Okay.
He helps get the big dogs out early. You got Tinkerbells, and we'll get to those later. Gantus and stuff like that. But can't go wrong there, right?
Mm-hmm. Cheat out the big guys early.
Exactly. I got 2 Gastons. It's really the same reasoning. He's just uninkable, so I only play 2 of. But 2 costs less, right? So I can get him out even earlier if I get him on 3. I really want him on 3 in this deck versus anything else.
Gotcha.
4 Pete's. Anything Amber Steel, anything with, actions, he's kind of anything Steel, you're playing 4 Pete's, I think. I think that's just what you're going to do, right?
Yep, pretty standard.
And the big dog, 4 Lawrences.
4 Lawrences.
4/4, quest for 2, they got to answer it, and he's a powerhouse, right? So he's taking your opponent's daisies, anything that, get the 4 strength there. The only non-characters in the deck. 4 strengths.
4 strengths.
You got to deal with evasives somehow, right? You got Diablos, Genies, whatever, what have you. There's no other way in here to really deal with it, so that's just my anti-evasive.
Okay.
And 4 Rapunzels.
4 Rapunzels.
And every Amber deck's going to have her in there. She's just she's a $50 card for a reason, right?
Mm-hmm.
You got to have her. She's my draw engine. And here's kind of a spice that I have. 2 Tinkerbells.
2 Tinkerbell.
She is like the Ariel for characters. So, when you play her, look at the top 4, you can get a character, reveal it, and you can put it right in your hand.
Okay.
So, try to get her. 5, you got the Mufasas. What I build the deck around, there's not really much to say about Mufasa, right?
Yep.
He's just a good card.
Really good. He replaces himself.
Exactly. He's kind of anti-B prep, right? You don't care. If you got him out there, let him B prep all day. You still got board control. 3 Sad Beasts, and we'll go 3 Gantus at the same time. You can I had 4 Gantus and 2 Beasts, but I went 3 and 3 because, this really helps me with my draw. Sometimes, I run out of cards, and, why not? But you can really go either way. I think the deck really flows well with, 4 and 2, however you want to do it. And this is the spice. 3 Perditas.
Okay.
So she goes really well with the Docs. Okay, so with her on play and on quest, you get to grab a 2 cost less, right? 2 costs or less out of your discard and play it for free. So say Perdita is the only card in your hand, lay her down in 6, grab your Doc out, play him for free, draw 2 cards. It's kind of a really broken combo.
Gotcha. And how often did you do that today?
I did that 3 times today, probably, at least.
Okay.
And even if it's not Docs, right, you got Smees, Hooks, Piglets, daisies, you can draw those and they're right back on the board, you know what I mean? So it's really, I don't know, like between yesterday and today, she's been my X factor, that's for sure. When she's on the field, I don't think I've lost when I've gotten her out there, to be honest.
Okay.
Next, 4 Tinkerbells. You got the 4-drop Tinkerbell. She's a shift target too, so you can actually play her, search for the other Tinkerbell, right? Because you get to look at the top 4, and then you can shift her on next turn. So, and between the Gastons, the Docs, you can get these cards out early, and it's really a problem for most people.
And it helps with the spread damage, I'm assuming, with the evasives and stuff.
Exactly. Yep. Because you're hitting and pinging 2 to whoever. Last one, got the big dog, Enchanted Chernobog. And there's really no explaining that. He's just a 9/9 quest for 3 powerhouse.
Did Chernobog come up today at all? Where he
actually, in one of my matches, I did Mufasa into Chernobog for game. So, yeah, he came up today.
Gotcha.
I played him against Matt, and he really couldn't answer it. So,
gotcha. Nice.
That's the deck profile.
Well, nice. Is there any changes that you would make to the deck or anything moving forward?
I could probably add a couple more docs, but then I feel like I'd have to cut something. I don't like having. It feels good the way it is. So this is the way I like it. I've worked on this deck since last sets. Really, I've been playing Steel Fassa, and I just kind of changed things here and there. But,
well, if it's winning, definitely don't change it up. And then what were some of your matchups that you played today?
Let's see. I started out against Blurple. I did actually take a loss in my first one, but I was on the draw, lost a dice roll, and then I didn't have a 1-drop. So, and then when you lose a dice roll, I mean, definitely this deck is way better on the play than it is on the draw, but I guess most decks are. But Blurple, and usually I think you're favored in that matchup with this, I would think. I don't know. Didn't draw very good in that one. Round 2, I'm trying to think, Nick, what I did in round 2. I know I played Josh in round 3. That's red-purple, and that was a really close one. That probably could go either way. I think I just kind of, the Perdita, I feel like Perdita is what people didn't know how to play around. So with her coming out against red-purple and just throwing piglets, I just kept throwing my piglets and Smees back out there, and you can't just, there's nothing you can really do with it.
Can't keep answering them over and over and over again.
You could brawl the Perdita, but I mean, I don't know if he didn't have them, he was inking them, but like I said, most of them just couldn't play around her, and that's really it.
And then with Brawl being so, early on too, by the time.
They're usually inking them before.
Inking them or using them before
out.
Perdita. That's good.
And then, I don't know what my other match was.
Then your last match again,
Matt. I played against Cody.
Amber
Steel Songs. That's definitely the worst matchup is the mirror. The Amber Steel Songs is the worst. I did take one off of Cody, and they were all really close. So, I mean, it's winnable, but Steel Songs is probably the weak point of it. But I don't think you're really, no other matchup's unfavorable, I think, except for Steel Songs. But I still think it's winnable.
Gotcha. And then last question, too. For the Beast and the Gantu, what made you decide to put those in instead of other 5-drops? Beast for the draw power?
The Beast is definitely for the draw power. The Gantu is, if you move Fassa into a Gantu, I just think it's devastating. No one wants to see that. And even just playing him out right? They have to answer it. So he almost is like as a shield for something else, right? If I have a Piglet out there and I'm throwing a Gantu out, right? Like, they're going to key in on that. I'm still questing for 3. It's just, sometimes he's just a decoy, really, because they're gonna answer it. But
gotcha.
Question for 4, even if it's just one time, I just think it's too good not to be in there. And he's a captain also, which also helps with me. So
I did not know that he was a captain. That's pretty good. Well, do you have any questions, comments, concerns about anything?
No.
All right, man.
Steel Fassa for the win.
Steel Fassa for the win. If you guys want to see Tony win, go ahead and watch the stream. Check it out next time. See you guys.